Hello everyone and welcome to our channel.
In today's video, we're coming at you from one of the largest food festivals in the United States, Foodieland.
Specializing in unique and social media worthy international street food, Foodieland puts on over 20 different festivals a year in Arizona, California, Georgia, Nevada, North Carolina, Oregon, Tennessee, Texas, and Washington.
After seeing our social media flooded with images from the Arizona festivals, we finally decided to check them out for ourselves.
So don't go anywhere as we're gonna take you on a culinary tour and show you everything we can about what this massive festival has to offer.
All this and more on today's episode of James and Paul Eat It All.
Alrighty guys, we just made it through security and are now in the festival. Don't you love an obnoxious security checkpoint at festivals nowadays? I get why they do it. I completely understand. It's just sad that that's the world we live in. But people are awful out there. Now that we're in, we're gonna try and do a quick little loop and see what this place has got to offer, and we'll figure out what we want to eat first. Cheesecake, okay. Oh, I do love a chili garlic noodle. Spicy wontons, I love those even more. Okay, those are cute. I want some of that, I think. There's too many things to choose from.
There really is.
This is why I said we need to come here for 2 days. I mean, I guess we could always come back tomorrow. I'm really happy to see one of our absolute favorite fried chicken places here. Now, that's gonna be Gus's world famous fried chicken. They are not just a place here in Arizona. In fact, they have locations across the country in multiple different states. If you ever find yourself near Gus's, I highly recommend checking them out. But for the purposes of today's video, we're gonna opt to not enjoy Gus's because we can just go to the one that's up the street from our house.
I really wish our state fair had food this good.
Right?
Like, oh my God, this is what's missing from our state fair.
Is actual good food?
Yeah, exactly.
I've completely lost track of everything. There's just so much.
What?
I'm ready to start eating, I think.
5 minutes later.
All right, guys, so for our first stop, we have decided to do something that I've been wanting to try for a while, that I saw recently at another festival and didn't get, and I was so disappointed, and that is a sushi taco.
Now, I have never had a sushi taco before, so this is gonna be interesting. I've heard a lot of great things about them.
I think it's gonna be interesting. It's like all the fun of sushi, but in a taco shape. And I love tacos, I love sushi, what's not to love?
Moments later.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go in the first bite of this sushi taco, this firecracker ahi tuna sushi taco. This looks delicious. The seaweed wrap really reminds me of a seaweed snack type, it's super yummy, it's got a nice crispiness to it. The tuna's got a good kick. I didn't think so at first, but it's hitting me right now in the back of my throat, going up into my sinuses. Oh man. Oh, okay. Seaweed's got a good flavor to it. The rice is cooked perfectly. This is really stupid good. I wish there was just a sushi taco place, brick and mortar location that I can go to whenever I want, because this is life-changing.
Now, I love how they just kind of crisped up the nori. Bon appetit. The idea of a sushi taco for me has just never been something that I've ever been into, but I have to say that I am now converted.
I mean, I'm the sushi fiend in this relationship.
You really are, and when it comes down to it, when I like my sushi, I'm more of a sashimi person, so I like my fish raw, cut, perfect. But you know what? The way that they've done the nori, they've crisped it up here, this is pretty much all the fun of having your sushi in taco form. I can get behind this. Now we're gonna continue finding some more food finds. Cheers. Alrighty, for stop number 2, we are gonna hit up the Cajun stand here, which has alligator and frog legs.
If you want just a snack, then here is the one. Frog leg burger on a bright green bun.
Let's check them out. Alrighty, so since this was my idea, we're gonna start off here with the alligator and frog leg combo. Now, I'm excited because I just love frog legs. I love alligator. So let's start with this little bit of alligator on a stick. Now, if you've never had alligator before, it's almost like a chicken nugget with a little bit of fishy flavor.
I mean, at least the way it's prepared that way.
When it's prepared fried. So let's give it a bite.
I'm gonna save Paul a little bit of time by reviewing these French fries here. They're French fries.
That alligator is delicious. You're getting a little bit of seasoning from the breading. Crispy, crunchy, fried. Almost tastes like a chicken nugget.
I think we should with the frog legs here, I feel like we should wishbone them. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Frog leg time. Definitely that frog leg flavor.
It's not bad frog leg. Pretty juicy, tasty, crunchy. Got a little bit of that swampiness that frog legs tend to have. But I love frog legs. I think they're so good.
The batter's light, it's crispy. It's almost like having a little mini chicken drumstick with a little bit of that swampy flavor.
My turn to try the alligator, since I haven't had it yet. Everyone else I've had alligator. Tastes like chicken. That's not doing it justice. There is more flavor to it than that, but like ultimately, you could hand a piece of fried alligator to someone and say it's chicken, and they probably wouldn't realize. But it's delightful. It's fried, it's tasty, greasy. What's not to like? All right, guys, we're gonna finish this plate now and find some more tasty food. Alrighty guys, next up we've got some tasty looking snacks here, some takoyaki, some soft shell crabs, and Paul is trying a Filipino delicacy, a balut. And he's a little bit more daring than I am, but I'd probably be able to take a bite after. Let's quit talking and get down to eating. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off with one of my favorite Japanese street foods, which is takoyaki. It's basically, think of it as like an octopus hush puppy almost. It's soft and chewy on the inside, crunchy on the outside, got a nice little sweet sauce, some Kewpie mayo, some sesame seeds, some furikake. It's boiling hot. Let's give it a taste. Wow. Okay, lava hot. Delicious though. I love takoyaki sauce. It's so sweet, got a nice little soy-esque flavor. Really yummy. Not the best takoyaki I've ever had, but also far from the worst. I mean, like I have nothing bad to say about that. It's just really explodes in your mouth. It's like there's a really soft inside to it. And if you like octopus, if you like seaweed and Kewpie mayo, it's delicious. I'm also gonna try one of the soft shell crabs here. This is a basket of soft shell crabs. Delicious. They are crunchy because you're eating the whole shell, and the crab flavor is very strong. Again, wish this was a thing just normally, at least for us.
I haven't seen soft shell crab at a lot of places out here.
That's because it's not really a thing in Arizona.
It is takoyaki time. This one's kind of fallen off the stick.
Yep, you have to grab it before it falls.
I'm just gonna take my hands and be a little bit of a savage here. Oh, that is hot.
It's super hot.
Okay, let's give it a bite. I will say the inside is really soft and lava hot though.
Boiling lava hot.
Boiling lava hot.
Just like Phoenix today.
Just like Phoenix, damn climate change, and a McDonald's apple pie. If you know, you know. I'm gonna try some of this soft shell crab here. Let's go ahead and eat Mr. Krabs here. That's actually really good. Now I've only had soft shell crab once in my life when we were, I think, on a cruise ship. Why can't more crab shells be soft? Yeah, it's all the fun of crab, except you can eat the whole thing and not discard a bunch of the shells.
Less work. I love soft shell crab.
Okay, so moving on, we're gonna try something that I've never ever tried in my life, and this is going to be a balut egg. It's supposedly a fertilized duck egg with a little duck embryo inside. So let's give this a crack open, if I can figure out how to do it. Oh, this is so bad. I hope I am not offending anybody.
1 minute later.
Oh. Okay, well then.
Let a man do it.
Thank God for my husband being able to open it. So, comes with a sauce here. Let's open that up. Put a little bit of that sauce inside. Pull it open. That is kind of awesome. It's just like a little duck inside. It's got the little bit of oh wow. Okay, so you have the little duck embryo. Yeah, let's give it a bite. Now it's very chewy. So it has a very chewy texture. I don't want to show my mouth chewing. It tastes like pretty much any other duck egg. It's not bad.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. I never thought I would, but okay, that's delicious.
I know.
It's like the most tender duck meat I've ever had in my life inside of it.
I will say though, it is very chewy, so be prepared for that.
But the actual duck meat inside is so tender. I can see why that's a delicacy. It's so decadent. It feels It feels like it should be illegal.
Wow, that is good. This is why I always preach If you've never tried something, give it a try. Just do it. Get out of your comfort zone with food because you might find some things that you might like.
Right.
This is good. Now, I will say texture-wise, it is definitely very chewy. If you're not used to meats that have a lot of cartilage to them, it's almost like eating cartilage.
It's also slimy.
And slimy, yes. It's a little slimy.
So I feel like that could be an something that could be off-putting for a lot of people. But for me, like, I think it tastes really good.
Oh yeah, it has like a duck flavor to it. Now, in relation to things that like we didn't see on the actual Foodieland list, this was not on there, but I'm quite surprised that it was. If you ever see something you've never tried, long story short, give it a try. Cheers to that.
All right, guys, we're gonna finish our crab and the last takoyaki, and then we're gonna go find something else to enjoy and show off. Honestly, I think this video is gonna end up being longer than I anticipated because I honestly want to come back tomorrow so we can just try more food.
A few moments later.
All right, so I decided that I am thirsty as right now, and I needed a big baby bottle. Well, not necessarily needing the big baby bottle, but I just needed something refreshing, and strawberry lemonade fits the mix. Let's give it a sip. That is definitely strawberry lemonade. Now, is this the best strawberry lemonade I've ever had? Absolutely not. But does it quench my thirst? Absolutely. And on a hot day here in Phoenix, yeah, this is gonna hit the spot. Let's go find some more food.
Kind of a pain in the ass to carry around though.
It's a big bottle.
Why couldn't this be like a souvenir cup in Vegas where they give you a strap? So this video is like only halfway done, because we decided there's way too many things we want to try. We just can't do it all in one day because A, stomach space, and B, it's hot as balls out. Normally I'd say this would be a lovely weekend for a food festival, but there's this whole unseasonable heat wave, record-breaking heat wave happening right now in the United States on the West Coast, so that's a thing.
All right, everyone, next up we're gonna get something sweet, and what's better than something sweet than pudding? Let's get some pudding.
Moments later.
So guys, we got the red velvet pudding cup here, which is gonna be some pudding, some red velvet cake, walnuts. Looks pretty delicious, but it is melting right now because it's stupid hot. Yes, that pudding is not very set, unfortunately.
That pudding is like soup.
That is tasty pudding. It's all natural, it's made from scratch. Not bad though, super yummy. I love pudding. I love red velvet. These are good flavors.
Now also, if you've been watching this video so far and seen us just trying these things standing up, there's not a lot of seating here.
There is seating, but the issue is it's all near very loud music that's copyrighted. And as YouTubers, that's like, a big no-no for us.
So we're having to either stand it on the trash can, find a spot to stand with it, or just try it in the moment. I couldn't be fully content without, at least trying this on camera here. This is some good pudding. I haven't gotten to the cakey layers yet. Let's dig in for that red velvet cake. Okay. The red velvet cake is where it's at. All those little cakey layers.
Makes me want to make like a red velvet trifle.
That's pretty much what this is.
Yeah, it really is.
This is essentially a red velvet trifle, and I'm not mad at that.
Nope, it's delicious.
With all that said, we're gonna finish this off before it's completely melted into soup. We'll be back with you with some more food.
All right, so I think our last bite of the day, more to come tomorrow, is going to be the reason that really kind of sold me on Foodieland, and that's the Lumpia Bucket. This is gonna be the OG bucket, which is gonna be a mixture of pork lumpia and chicharron. I'm gonna go for one of the chicharrones first. I love a chicharron.
Those chicharrones look really good.
Crispy, salty, porky.
I mean, Filipino chicharrones are delicious.
All right, let's try the lumpia, which is basically a Filipino egg roll, spring roll. I wish I had some dipping sauce, but other than that, can't complain, that's delicious. Fried, porky. I think I'm giving up on ever going to the state fair in Arizona again. This will be my state fair from now on. I'm just gonna come to Foodieland to just eat all the delicious food here. There's a really big emphasis on Asian food and Filipino food, which I'm loving.
Now, adding on to that, this is all the fun of the Arizona State Fair without the rides and without all the other fluff. Like, we always come to the state fair anyway just to eat. And this is the type of food that we wish the state fair would have.
Because the Arizona State Fair's food has gotten worse and worse every year.
We used to have cool stuff like this. So less talking, more eating. Lumpia time.
Those are pretty yummy lumpias, I can't lie.
They're so good, all the flavors.
I know. The pork has a really strong flavor to it.
And the best part about this is You get them in a bucket with chicharrones. Like, what's not to love?
I mean, as long as you like lumpia and chicharron.
I'm glad that we can cap off our first day here at Foodieland with the Lumpia Bucket.
On that note, my friends, that feels like the perfect segue to a mid-roll ad break. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few moments for day 2 of Foodieland. Hi there, everyone. I really hope that you're enjoying today's video. If you are, please consider smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, and leave us a comment too, because that really helps us. And while you're at it, why not watch one of our other videos after this one's over? Because that's how YouTube knows that you like our stuff. We really appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much. And just like that, my friends, we are back. Now, for you, it's only been a matter of a few seconds, but for us, it's a whole brand new day. So we've made a change of clothes, our bellies are empty, and we are ready to eat some more tasty Foodieland treats. Are you ready, Paul?
I am so ready, and this time we actually prepared by bringing our parasols.
Yes, we weren't stupid this time, even though we looked at the weather forecast. So we actually brought parasols this time, which is nice. It's gonna at least help us, shield us from the sun a little bit. Again, stupid, unseasonable heat wave. For our first item today, I couldn't decide if I wanted something sweet or something savory. So I figured, let's do something that's a bit of both. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, for our first item today, we have gone with a donut Smashburger, appropriately named the Homer. I hope it's as good as it looks. We'll find out in just a moment.
5 minutes later.
All right guys, so we have grabbed a seat and we have got our Homer. So as I said, this is gonna be a Smashburger patty with cheese, pickles, burger sauce, bacon, between 2 pink sprinkled donuts. This is gonna be a disgusting sticky mess, but I cannot wait. I feel like I should grab fork and knife, but where's the fun in that? The Smashburger patty itself is so big, it dwarfs the donut. That's better than it should be. I wish the donuts were a bit of a higher quality, but it's not that big a deal. So you get the char and beefiness of the Smashburger, the sauce adds a little bit of tang, the pickles are nice and crunchy, crispy, delish, and then you get the sugary sweetness from the donut, and it's so soft, and it's hot and warm, and this is pure gluttony, and I love it. Here for it. I will never say no to a donut burger.
Oh my God, it already looks gluttonous and messy. So let's give this a big bite here. The frosting's already falling out.
Right, now I feel like after this take, we should just go get a fork and knife.
I can see why some people like this. I have to be 100% honest in saying I'm not the hugest fan. I think
More for me then.
yeah, more for you. There's just too much contrast between the greasiness and the sweetness. It's a little bit of an overload, and that's weird for me to say because I usually never say that, but yeah, if you like something gluttonous, this is a go-to. But I think for me, it's the pickles and the brininess that's not jiving with the sweetness. Now I'm gonna leave this for James to finish off because admittedly, this just was not my bag, but we'll be moving on to the next treat shortly.
So before we move on to our next item, I just want to say, I think my husband's insane. I thought that was probably my favorite bite I've had so far. I don't know, something about a donut burger. It's just it's so gluttonous. It's so disgusting. I love it. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Paul can suck it.
Suck my fat one!
Yeah, you heard me. We're gonna go see what he wants to eat now. I'm sure it won't be nearly as entertaining and fun as my donut burger.
1 minute later.
And here I go on this spread, and then Paul lets me go through all of that, and he's like, still a bunch of frosting on your nose ring. And I'm like, touche.
I mean, just saying.
All right, well, I'm gonna go clean up my nose ring, and then, yeah.
Okay, so we've been showing off a lot of Asian entrees in this video, so let's do something a little bit close to home, and nothing is better than some Mexican food. Let's get us some birria. Birria time. Now, I am already excited by the fact that we are getting some QuesaBirria Tacos. It comes with a little bit of the pickled onion and a lime. And the rule is when you see a lime, you squeeze a lime. And they're topped with guacamole, of course, cilantro and onion.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. They did not have consomme listed on the menu, and there wasn't a consomme option. So let's just give them a bite as is and see how they are.
I mean, they look super juicy, so.
Okay, I'm not too mad about the lack of consomme. I love just having something to dip my taco into. But the meat is juicy, it's flavorful. You got the flavor from the cilantro, the onion, definitely juicy, tender. I'm not missing the lack of consomme. The guacamole cools it down. I'm quite happy with this. I'm glad we could do something a little Mexican here.
Gimme. My turn now. Now I am gonna load it up with some pickled onion because I love pickled onion. If I wasn't too lazy to just keep it up, I would have pickled onion in the fridge all the freaking time because it's so good. Anyway, let's give it a bite. That's pretty darn good. I think there's a lot of flavor in the birria. It's got a good, seasoning blend there. A little bit of a little bit of spice. Nothing like heat, but like more like just spice. The guacamole is, flavorful, fresh. The pickled onions, I wish they were a little bit more pickly, but they're still pretty good. All in all, I'd say this is one of the more solid birria tacos I've had recently. I can't even think of anything bad to say about it. Paul and I are gonna fight over this last taco because it's served in 3. Why is that always a thing at like festivals and fairs and whatnot? You serve the items in 3. No, it should be 4. 4.
Because the festivals believe that we're going to be coming with like a poly couple.
I mean, we're no longer in a throuple, so anyway. On that note, we're gonna fight over this last taco and then we're gonna go figure out what we're gonna get next. All right guys, next up, we're going back to Asian cuisine and we're doing one of my favorite dishes, and that is chili garlic noodles. Let's check them out. All right, we've got our chili garlic noodles here. We got some bean sprouts, we got some noodles, we got some spring onions, we got the chili, we got some little crunchies in there. They look delicious, but I'm gonna try something else first. I saw this and I had to have it. Spicy wontons. Now these are gonna be pork and shrimp, so Paul can't have them, so these are all me. Oh no, whatever am I gonna do having to eat these wontons all myself? Oh, they look so good. It just look just like the ones we get from our favorite Chinese place. Okay, there's a nice little kick to that. The sauce really has a nice sweetness to it as well. The green onions in there add a nice little bit of freshness. I love sesame seeds on anything, and really these are just soft and tender and delicious. You get that pork flavor, you get that shrimp flavor. Man, I love spicy wontons. These are actually my favorite comfort food when I've got a head cold. I love getting a big order of spicy wontons. Anyway, I'll come back to those. I know Paul's probably dying to try the chili garlic noodles, so I'm gonna go in for the first bite here. I'm gonna give it a nice little stir. So that way they're all nice and mixed up. Can't believe I'm eating spicy food when it's this hot. Oh, this looks so good though. Oh my God, I can't even pick them up. They're so fat. I know the proper way is to slurp, but I'm gonna twirl a little bit here. That's good. Wonderful bit of heat to it. Again, subtle sweetness, a little bit different than the wontons though. Very chili forward. It's so robust, it's so good. Noodles are soft, love it, love it.
So I am excited for chili garlic noodles. They just sound amazing.
Those noodles are killer.
Better not get any in my eye, because that would suck. See, this is why we're not influencers. All right, let's just give it a bite. There's a lot of flavor coming from the chili, but if I may make one critique, I think it needs to be a little spicier.
You're all about that spicy life lately. You just want everything kicked up to 11.
Well, ever since we did that bulldog video, I'm addicted, I'm obsessed.
First hot sauce, now hot peppers. The spiciness will consume your soul.
But no, it's delicious. When it comes to these chili noodles, I approve. Now, we're gonna finish up our noodles here. James is gonna finish up the wontons, and then we'll be back with more food. So after something spicy, I think we need something a little sweet. So we're gonna go with a hybrid between a croissant and a waffle that they call it Croffle. Let's go check them out. All right, it is Croffle time. Now this Croffle is going to basically be a croissant waffle topped with vanilla cream, brownie bites, and a Thai tea sauce. That sounds sweet, that sounds delicious. Let's tuck in and give it a bite. Let's get some of this Thai tea sauce. It's sweet. It's got some of that buttery flavor that you expect from a croissant, but you're getting the cool calmness of a vanilla cream. Those little bits of brownie bites just kind of set it over the top. But what I really like about it is it's almost like having one of those Thai tea drinks with boba. It's sweet in the best way, and I actually approve.
I've been wanting to try this, so I'm very excited. Oh, it's, you know what? It's denser than I was expecting. I mean, granted, I'm trying to use a little cheap plastic knife, so, but it's definitely a little bit denser than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, that's really good. Going immediately in for a second bite. Vanilla cream is nice. It's like a very thick, pastry cream.
The pastry cream is very rich as well.
Good, strong vanilla flavor. It offsets the kind of the I don't want to say bitterness of the Thai tea, but that herbaceousness of it. I like the little tiny bits of brownie because it adds just a little extra flavor, but doesn't overpower anything. It all works very well together. And the croissant waffle is buttery and there's a hint of sweetness to it. It's just kind of hard to cut into. But other than that, I'm I'm digging this. I will say, if you find yourself at a Foodieland event, because as we mentioned at the beginning of the video, they've got events in multiple different states in the United States, and they're continuously expanding. And it looks like a lot of the same vendors are at a lot of the events. So if you find yourself at a Foodieland event and see Fat Cat, Croffles, it's worth checking out.
Well, one more bite and then we're on to the next food. So before we leave Foodieland Phoenix here for day 2, I have to stop and get some popcorn. Now, if you know me, you know that I love popcorn. And Penny Pot back here happens to have a spicy ramen flavored popcorn. So let's go check it out. Okay, spicy ramen popcorn time. Now, I have been loving putting bulldog sauce on my popcorn, so I'm excited to see what this is. The vendor did say it is a bit of Shin Black with a more beefy flavor. So let's give it a bite. That's pretty good. It's a bit more beefy and almost a little more chili forward. It's not as hot as bulldog though.
No, but you're right, very beefy. I like it.
It is pretty good. Oh my God. Maybe I should just toss my popcorn in that ramen sauce or the ramen powder, because I'm sure that's what they did. But yeah, this is the best way to end our day at Foodieland. So stay tuned for our final thoughts as I finish off this ramen popcorn and we head our way out.
1 hour later.
All right, friends. We are back home in the glorious, glorious air conditioning. It was a hot day and got kind of muggy towards the end too. In all reality, I feel like we got our money's worth. It was, each day cost us about 13 bucks each to get in. And I'd say that we, managed to take pretty good advantage of that, because honestly, I don't want to eat anymore anyway, right?
I'm glad we broke it up into 2 days.
Yeah.
Rather than just doing a big marathon.
Yesterday when we left, we came home and I pretty much passed out. Like I was just done, between the heat and all the food. And I know that they're doing another event here in the Phoenix area in September. They usually do about 2 a year, so I'm looking forward to going back. As of the time of this recording, their next event's going to be in Vegas last weekend in March, and then afterwards, I think the first weekend of April, they're doing an event in Austin. Shout out to our friends Random Recess. If you guys are in town during that, I encourage you to go check it out.
I didn't realize it was Austin they go to. So yeah, Random Recess, go make a video and go have some fun.
What would you say was your favorite bite?
That's gonna be a tough one because there were a lot of good things that we ate.
For me, I will say my favorite was the donut burger. I'm just gonna be honest, I loved it. It was so good. Sickeningly disgusting, but I loved it.
My favorite, and this would sound really weird, was that Balut Egg, because I am an adventurous eater. I'm someone that likes to just get out of my comfort zone. And going to a food festival where I didn't even expect that to be even on any of the menus anywhere, and just seeing that it was like, oh wow, I can actually try something that I've heard a lot about. I'm gonna say I think that was the best.
I'm happy I tried it. I don't know if I'd go out of my way to ever order one again. I see why it's considered, a cultural delicacy, but yeah, like it's not something I think that I'm like was game changing.
I think for me it was game changing in the fact that I got out of my comfort zone to try it.
What was the least favorite thing that we ate?
For me, obviously it's gonna be that Smashburger.
The donut burger.
Because I think that was just too much. And that's weird for me to say. I never say that something is ever too much, but I think that one just might have been.
For me, I think the least favorite of anything was the alligator bites. I firmly believe if you've had alligator, you don't need to eat it again. It's nothing special. It just tastes like slightly swampy chicken. On that note, my friends, we highly encourage checking out Foodieland if it's in your area. We're gonna put the URL for their website here on the screen below. Check out their website for upcoming dates and events, and they are always continuously expanding. And as we mentioned earlier in this video, it seems like a lot of the vendors are at multiple Foodieland events. So some of the things that we showed in this video, you very well might see at your own Foodieland. And of course, there's gonna be some very regional differences as well. Or if you're taking a trip to Las Vegas and happen to be there the weekend that they're doing it, go check them out.
On that note, my friends, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure and give it a like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Eat It All is released.
Why not share the video while you're at it too? That really helps us too. Share it with friends and family that are also foodies, because we really appreciate you guys, and we appreciate you when you do things like that for us. So thank you so much. If you would like to help support the channel, there is a QR code now appearing on the screen for our PayPal channel, and you want to give us a little donation to help offset the costs.
Lucifer dropped out chair.
Of course he did.
Oh, Lucifer.
If you want to help support the channel, our PayPal QR code is coming up on the screen, but there's no pressure to do so. We're not asking for donations, but if you want to help us, hey, we will happily accept it because it does help us bring more content to you guys. On that note, I am so full. I am tired and I am sweaty and I am ready to go lie down, I think.
Until next time, have a great one.
Have a great one, guys. Bye. This was seriously the best investment on our last Horror Nights trip. And if you'd like to see that Horror Nights trip, check it out on our main channel, James and Paul Try It All. We'll put the link to it down in the description of this video.